Unscripted.
You know, gaming has changed a lot over the years, and I think that I'm probably a bigger fan of some of the changes that we've got this generation over any previous generation. And what I mean by that is just some of the things that we are able to see and that we're able to accomplish with the games that we're getting, and, you know, especially on the PS5 side, just being able to see, you know, the DualSense controller and how it's being taken advantage of. I'm a very big fan of that, and I think that obviously as we get further and further into the next generation of gaming, we're going to continue to see developers that take use of this, and we're going to continue to see, you know, updates and stuff like that. I'm very happy when developers say, hey, well, we're going to take full advantage of the DualSense, or we're going to take full advantage of this. And I feel like it should be that way for both the Xbox and PlayStation respectively. You know, if you're going to be playing a game that's a multiplat on Xbox, it should take advantage of whatever thing that it can, whether maybe it can take do extra frames, or maybe it can do a little bit better resolution. But by all means, go for it. Just like all the multiplat should take full advantage of the DualSense, including the haptic feedback and the new triggers and stuff like that. They just do such an immersive feeling. It's incredible. But it's, you know, when it comes to that kind of stuff, it really kind of comes down to the developers and what they really want to kind of put out there. For me personally, yeah, I'm just always happy to see what they can kind of come up with and stuff like that. So, this video in particular, we have developers confirming some really, really cool stuff, coming to the PlayStation 5. Basically some updates and stuff like that. I think that that's going to be very important, very much so when it comes to what we're getting in the future on the platform. So that is always something that I'm looking forward to seeing, and I'm sure a lot of you guys will be pretty much to be able to see what's kind of coming down the pipeline. And again, all the talk has been Xbox lately, you know what I mean? And I guess I kind of understand that a little bit. We're kind of coming from a day and age where Xbox, themselves, they kind of hyped, all this kind of stuff. They really hyped the idea that they're going to be able to, have some amazing things and a power advantage and stuff like that. And when that didn't exactly happen, we sort of see, why that didn't happen. You know what I mean? I just really think that that's one of those things that a lot of people are going to be talking about for a long time. For me personally, I feel like what Microsoft has done is impressive and from a tech standpoint, but when it comes to the actual pulling it off or being impressed with anything that they have to offer, I'm a little bit kind of disheartened by it personally, because I feel like they let everybody down with the lack of games and stuff like that. So, is that something that's going to get fixed before too long? Listen, I don't really know. I'm not an expert. I don't claim to be an expert when it comes to this stuff. But I would love for, Microsoft to have some games at some point. And, I suspect maybe we'll be able to see more down the line. But, we have to wait till that point. And I think that's going to be the tough part for a lot of people, like, what are we waiting for? What are we going to get? It's very much going to be something that I feel like some people might be let down and some people might be, excited or whatever. It really just comes down to how each individual kind of feels about this kind of stuff. But with that being said, I want to get into what I wanted to talk about because it's a pretty good topic. What's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel and it means a lot to me personally. If you're looking for a way to help out a little crappy channel like mine, the best way to do it, a simple like. It goes a long way, but means a lot to me, and it's free for you guys to do. And shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You guys are fantastic. Real quick, man, I always consider myself to be a top tier podcaster, regardless whether you like my content that I do on a daily basis or not. I don't think there's many people, even if you hate me, don't think that I'm a damn good podcaster. And I just want to say, not only do I think I'm a top tier podcaster, but I think I could beat anybody pretty much in a type of talk or debate when it comes to what's going on with video games themselves. And so I hereby issue a challenge to any and all podcasters who think they know what's up. I mean, trust me, you might think that, oh, Crapgamer doesn't know what he's talking about, but trust me, I do my homework, man. I'll pull stuff up that you won't even know about, or you'll be like, oh, I forgot all about that. And, next thing you know, Crapgamer wins. That's basically what it is. So I'll beat anybody. I'll go on anybody's show. Let's discuss what's going on. Let's discuss why Xbox is in the state it's in, why PlayStation is absolutely kicking the crap out of it. That's the challenge right there, man. Anybody. Now, who has the guts? We'll see. But back on track. So with some of the upgrades and stuff like that we're seeing, again, a lot of Xbox fans are quick to point out, oh, well, we haven't really seen these big upgrades on, on the platform in terms of like the solid state drive on the PlayStation 5, etc., etc. Now, the thing that I would absolutely point out is the fact that, when it comes to like the older games, we're not seeing the big load time advantage because, quite simply put, if it's not built straight up, to take advantage of the PS5, you're probably not going to get that. So I'm not saying that that's necessarily, good. I'm just saying that that's just the facts of the matter. And like, it really just kind of comes down to, kind of how they take advantage of the stuff. Now, when it comes to the new games, I believe that the PlayStation 5, if something is built specifically for the PS5, then realistically, it kind of comes down to, that it's going to be much faster. When they actually took time to build things up right and take advantage of the full hardware and things like that. I think that the PlayStation 5 obviously has done a tremendous job of going out there, and Sony has gotten like the better version of that. Straight up. So yeah, I love seeing that. And even with that being said, we're seeing this incredible update that happened that I wanted to talk about. Even stuff like Neo 2, they remastered it and specifically made it for the PlayStation 5 with the load times. And I'm going to link this and you guys can check it out. It's pretty incredible. You'd expect the load times to be pretty quick, but it looks like the load times are even quicker than that, and they did a comparison video just to see how they improved it, and I'm going to link it, of course, in the description. Loading a new mission from the map takes just 2 seconds in Neo 2, for example, remastered, compared to 8 seconds on the PS4 when played on a PS5, and 13 seconds for the PS4 with a hard disk drive. Neo 2 was originally released on the PS4 back in March of 2020, but that's pretty incredible to see that, and you see these games loading up in 1 to 2 seconds thanks to upgrades and updates and stuff like that, and it just really goes to show that, they've gone really all out, and, next generation is going to be pretty incredible when it comes to these load times and things like that. So for me personally, I love it. I think that it's fantastic, and just that's what I was kind of looking for. Like, we're all looking for that something that kind of blows us away when it comes to the next generation, and Sony seemed to really have that kind of locked down, and I'm really thankful and grateful to that, because at the end of the day, that's what it comes down to, man. Like, maybe you're not impressed by it, but I got to tell you that I'm super impressed. And, for me personally, I just think that that's something that Sony has kind of nailed, that realistically just doesn't work out the same on Xbox. I really do hope that that does change along the line, but, maybe we'll see some improvements. I haven't really saw that quickness that people keep talking about when it comes to, when it actually comes to being able to accomplish some of these things. So hopefully we do get to see that sometime in the future. But, for me personally right now, I'm just, right now we haven't really seen much in terms of what that solid state drive has been able to do. Like the quick resume stuff hasn't exactly worked for me the way that it was supposed to. And, there's just a lot of little issues and problems and stuff like that I've kind of encountered with the Xbox Series X that makes me go, oh, well, you know what, this isn't really as good as advertised. Whereas on the PlayStation 5 side, we've seen a lot of really good things in it, and it pretty much is how it's advertised now. Like, the PlayStation 5 continues to get better and better, and that's something that I think we should all applaud Sony for. And then on the Microsoft side, I don't really know, like, maybe it's tools, maybe they really weren't really ready, but I do think that it's something that maybe it is something that can be fixed with a little bit more time. The problem is like, everybody keeps asking you to wait for stuff on the Xbox side, while on the PlayStation side there seems to be more of this thing where there's something already there and tangible, and you can already kind of see the differences and stuff like that, which have already kind of been pretty evident right from the start. I mean, there's a reason why PlayStation has been winning a lot of these face-offs and has been winning over a lot of these fans in general. So we'll keep up with that. Again, though, anything can change, so maybe Xbox has it in them after all, and we'll see how that kind of works. But this is some incredible stuff that we've seen. I can tell you right now, like, the moment I loaded up stuff like Miles Morales or Sackboy or Astrobot, any of that stuff on PlayStation 5, even stuff like Watch Dogs Legion, really just was a sort of out of this world type of experience, and I ended up being super impressed with what it could do. Now on the Xbox side, I've noticed a lot of Xbox people talk about how fast stuff loads on there, but I just haven't seen that and witnessed that personally. And as I mentioned earlier, their instant resume, I've not yet had that work on anything. I'm assuming if a game gets an update, it doesn't instant resume because it has to restart anyway. So I don't know if that's the problem or whatever, but the games that I've tried to instant resume with, like the Call of Duties and Assassin's Creed and stuff like that, just hasn't really worked out that well. And you know, just I haven't really experienced that yet. Maybe it'll come about at some point, but hasn't yet so far. So with that being said, I will link all of this stuff in the description. You guys can check it out. Let me know what you think. Sound off, rate, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Have a fantastic evening. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Rack 'em up. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.